Have you ever thought about what the world would be like without the moon? Normally you wouldn't think twice about our celestial neighbor, yet what would everything be like without that beautiful rock in our skies? In Earth's early chaotic stages, it was struck by a massive planet the size of Mars. Today, that kind of impact would have been apocalyptic, but back then, it was the best thing that could have ever happened to our planet, because the debris taken off the Earth produced our orbiting moon. And without the moon, I can tell you for certain that there wouldn't be any cell phones today. The moon is the natural satellite to the Earth, but without it, NASA would have never taken the leap forward to attempt a mission to space. Without going to space and discovering that objects can orbit the Earth, scientists would have never sent satellites up. Without satellites themselves, there'd be no cellular communication, along with GPSs or anything that relates to it. The moon also plays a key factor in many religions around the world, especially in Mayan beliefs. But even today, we would all still believe that the universe is geocentric, in which everything revolves around the Earth. This would still be considering the moon was Galileo's evidence that other planets had their own moons, which didn't revolve around the Earth. And where would we be without all those fantastic stories of mythical creatures that only came out in the moonlight? No cows would be jumping over the moon, and no werewolves would be howling at it. This gem in the night sky inspires our imaginations, so we would be without many stories, movies, poetry, and music without the moon. Without the moon's existence, the days would be longer, the piercing wind would bring sandstorms, and the tide would grow. But we wouldn't be worried about it, because without the moon, we wouldn't even exist. All life on Earth would remain extremely primitive, short, and be centered around the equator. Taking into account that this one small factor could affect our entire lives, imagine every little thing that makes your life what it is today. We tend to succumb to our habits and forget about the elements that make up our lives when they are really important to us. Since the beginning, each generation of your ancestors has survived vicious predators, ruthless massacres, pointless genocide, natural disasters, and barbaric wars. The list goes on, but the point is that you're here experiencing this moment because every event in the history of the world has led to your existence. Count yourself lucky that you can experience life and never take it for granted.